Welcome to Date Night Podcast.
A tabletop role-playing game podcast set in the homebrew world of Volyanaya.
Let's explore a whole new world together.
All right, so you guys sit down. You
can have my
about
healing
10
potion.
minutes. Make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Non-nat 20.
24 to...
Yeah, easily.
19.
You guys hear
21.
everybody hears coming down behind you.
Where
you
we came
hear
from?
walking. You just hear steps and some chattering. Hide. Yeah,
Do we recognize the voices?
sounds like kobolds.
Go up on the ledge.
Oh, come on.
Up on the ledge, everybody.
Yeah, let's all get up on the ledge now.
You could probably put 2 people on each ledge if you wanted.
Yeah, let's do it. Can we bring the net with us or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you got time if you hurry.
Yeah.
I'm going to run in here.
Okay, who's on
and
which side?
Okay.
go
I
right
want to stay
there.
down.
Okay, so you're the only.
You wanna go up?
here with us?
Okay,
yeah.
I'll get one side of the net.
All right. Syl will grab the other side since she's on the other ledge. And you just wait.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Maybe 30 seconds after you're in place. First of all, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Oh,
Hope we roll
really
well for
good.
this.
11.
Ooh,
I got 26.
I got
22.
I got 22.
What did you have?
11.
Okay. Well, their perception's not great. I'll roll.
And he's up on the ledge, right?
Yeah, he's also up.
All right. Yeah. You see him start to come in. The first one walks in. It's a regular kobold.
Let him go.
Okay. He keeps walking. Next, you see the drake with the basket on it.
Let's use a blue one for that because that's not a normal kobold.
Mm.
Okay.
He
just let
walks
him go.
by.
As long as we're not being noticed.
All right. Next, you see the winged kobold.
This is the one to net.
But there's 3.
Yeah, what if we just didn't net anyone?
So that means the last one would be the regular one, if that third one is with it.
You got 5 seconds to decide if you're doing net or not.
we should just let them pass unless they notice us.
Are you hidden?
Yes.
Oh.
22 stealth.
He walks by. Last kobold starts walking into the room. He's regular.
Chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it.
Let's leave it.
Okay. They stop. They see all the bodies of their friends laying on the ground.
I dropped the net.
Okay. It would be on the regular dude, so you and Syl drop it. Just go ahead and make a regular dex check.
Is it,
I'll let you do it at advantage.
while they're
Syl's
doing that,
helping you.
is a drake a creature?
At
or
advantage?
It's a dragon.
So
It's a
it's like
creature.
unconscious?
23.
Oh, yeah. He's totally entangled in the net. He's what?
Like, can I do, like, friends on him?
No, I don't think he has your language. I can check, but I think he only speaks Draconic. He understands Draconic, but cannot speak it, so you can't cast friends on him. All friends does is give you advantage on, like, persuasion checks.
Yeah,
There's
I think that time
persuading him
has
if you can't
passed.
Talk to him.
Is the drake an animal?
He is a dragon.
That's an animal.
No, he's not a beast. He is a dragon.
Mm.
All right. So you drop the net. That guy gets tangled up in it, and we're going to roll new initiatives, guys.
Oh, boy.
And I know you're all hurting.
Oh, boy. This wouldn't have happened if we hadn't stopped here, just saying. Oh, I thought that was a 19. I'm devastated.
Slide me down to 19. No, yes. Wait, 17. Math. My brain is not working.
Let me roll up my stuff over here. Silhouette's not quite on the ball this time. Guard Drake. Regular. I'll have all the kobolds act together, so I'm gonna need that book back that I just closed. Regular kobolds.
Do you
What
ever-
do they get? Plus.
Do you ever feel like you did something wrong in D&D? Like you're playing D&D wrong, the wrong way?
Sometimes, yeah.
I don't think there's too many ways to play it wrong. All right. Wick, I got yours up here first.
17.
Shay,
18.
you're higher. I'm I'm sure. Fable,
13.
Tobias,
17. 3 decks.
probably under Wick, right?
My dex is 16.
Pretty close.
My dex is 16.
Reroll.
You guys can act together, and you can decide on your turn
Aww.
whether or not you wanna. Who wants to go first? All right, Shay, you are up first. One kobold is netted, and then you see the guard drake with the basket on it. You see the sorcerer kobold.
Hint,
I mean the winged kobold.
Hint.
And you see the other regular kobold in the front. And when they see the net drop, they just start looking around, and the first thing they see is Tobias because he had the lower stealth check.
Oh, did we get a short rest?
You did
No.
not.
Damn it.
I gotta write these dudes down. Kobold.
Hang on. I'm sorry. I just had a really cool
And
idea.
by the way, any attacks on the netted guy would be at advantage because he is restrained.
Advantage. I'm hungry.
Oh, I don't have key points to do that anyways. Crap.
Sorry. And I didn't drink anything.
Oops.
Oops.
Well, I wrote my initiative in the wrong order.
Oh, okay.
But you are up.
I'm going to throw 2 darts at the winged, certainly not sorcerer kobold.
Yeah, it's a scale sorcerer. So
Okay.
that cat's out of the bag.
Oh, shit.
That was the drake. So
One's probably going to miss. The other one is a 17
that will hit.
for 10 damage.
What are you doing?
Through a dart.
Okay. Dart sticks into him, and he kind of looks up, sees you guys up on the ledge.
Nice
Okay.
going. That's a joke.
And the other one clatters onto the floor.
Our cover's already blown.
All right. Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
All right. They got no pack tactics here because you guys are up on the ledge. So the one regular kobold is going to turn around when those darts come in and try to fling stone at Tobias for 19.
Yeah.
Lucky rolls. 4 points of damage, bludgeoning.
Oh.
All right, the other guy is going to use his action to try and escape from the net. With a nat 1, he gets more tangled in the net. And he cannot even move at this point. He's basically out of the fight for at least the next turn. And it's his turn. The scale sorcerer is up. He's going to look back up at where the dart came from and is going to throw a scorching ray up. First 2 are going to go at... Wait, are you on the one with Fable? 2 are going to go at you and 1 at Fable. That's a nat 20, Shay.
Oh, come on.
Scorching ray does... what?
2d6.
I think that's right. 2d6 each, so that's 4d6
1.
on the crit.
Roll low.
Well, a lot of ones. 8 points of damage
Okay.
on 4d6. His second attack is going to miss with that 7. The one at Fable is a nat 20.
Oh, come on.
I hate this sorcerer.
I couldn't roll like this when I was playing the other week,
Yeah,
I'll
I
tell you
know.
that.
That's too many dice.
14. That's 16 points of fire damage.
Oh.
But it's okay. You've probably been hit.
Wait, I'm resistant to fire damage.
Yes, you are. So 8 points of fire damage.
All right.
Ready? That. Oh. They're going to try to run. The scale sorcerer and the other kobold are going to try to run back up behind this wall, not knowing Wick is there. So that one's going to run right into him. And the scale sorcerer is going to run to the other side.
That's the drake.
That's the Drake.
That's the Drake.
Yeah.
Where does the Drake go?
It's not his turn, so he doesn't go anywhere.
Okay.
All right. That ends their turn. Fable, you are... No, sorry. Wick, you are up.
Pop, pop.
Punch.
Well, you got the guy right in your face, so
Uh-huh.
do one attack at a time, because this is a regular kobold.
Nat 1.
That misses.
18 plus 6.
That hits.
And then 2. 10.
Yeah, you kill that kobold that runs up in your
She
face.
just punches him.
He just
once.
comes around the corner. You just and he just drops.
Oh,
his
no.
tongue lolling out of his mouth. That ends your turn. You want to move.
I'm good.
All right, Tobias, you're up.
I want to turn into
And
a
you're
giant spider.
Literally up. Okay.
So I'm a giant spider. I want
Silhouette looks at you like.
I want to crawl on the the ceiling.
Fair enough.
Come over here to the entrance where the winged kobold is.
Yep.
And I want to web him.
Cool.
You're gonna poop.
What's
on
that mean?
Ranged weapon attack. The target is restrained by webbing.
We'll roll the attack.
As an action. Okay, hold on. Yes. 17.
He is restrained by webbing.
As an action, the restrained target can make a DC 12 strength check
Okay.
to burst the webbing.
Otherwise, he is considered restrained, which means he cannot move. Attack rolls against him have advantage, and his rolls have disadvantage. So very cool. All right. Does that end your turn as a spider? You want to stay there?
Can I go right here?
Yeah.
Can I climb
like
back
where the
around?
door is, it's most of a pillar, so you can kind of reach it with your giant legs and spiral down it and come back down to the ground if you want.
That's what I would like to do.
That's pretty neat.
And squeal as a spider.
Okay. As you do that, you're kind of right in front of the Drake, so I think he's going to square off against you on his turn.
That's fine.
So we got some Harryhausen shit going on now. He's going to make a bite and tail attack at you. Bite will be purple. The bite is a 19.
Yes.
And the tail is an 18.
Yes. Maybe I should have stayed up there.
The bite does... Well, that would have been at somebody else. The bite does 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
And
Ow.
the tail does
Actually, it might not have been against somebody else because, well, it could have gone around hit Wick. Never mind.
6 on the tail.
Okay.
Bludgeoning. And the Drake will... Is it already right up next to you?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to stay right there. That's where it would have moved. If it hadn't, that ends its turn. Fable is up.
Okay.
And she is up because she's on the ledge.
Yes. Bow.
At whom? You've got
The wizard, sorcerer.
Okay, he has some cover from the wall, but he's also restrained. So let me see.
Just a regular
He has
roll?
+5 to his AC right now, but you'd have advantage on the roll.
Okay. Nat 20.
That will definitely hit.
Um.
So you get to roll 2d8 plus your dex, I think, is your bow.
Yes, you're right. I'm trying to find my D8. There it is. $12 total.
Just sails right through like a hole in the wall and sticks into his ribs. He looks really rough as he's scrambling, trying to get his wings free from outside of this web to fly away, but he can't. Still your turn.
Another arrow at him.
Okay, same deal, advantage, but he's got some cover.
One of those was a crit fail, so I'm glad I had advantage. Sorry, I'm trying to do math. 19?
With the cover, that just misses. So just when he gets struck the first time, he slumps down enough that the second arrow careens off the side of the rock instead of hitting him.
All right.
All right. That ends Fable's turn, unless you want to move. You want to hang out where you are.
No, I'm good where I am.
All right. That means it's Silhouette's turn. She's going to jump down onto that guy in the net and try to take care of him. Yep. Her minimum damage would kill a regular kobold. So she just cracks him. I guess still with the torch. I guess she still has that. And he is dead. Then she'll turn to the Drake and try to kick it and punch it with her attacks here. Those both hit. 17 points of damage. Oh, wait, she has advantage, right? No, he's not restrained. The other guy's restrained. So I don't have to see if they're a crit. Oh, math. All right, so she just kicks this thing in the back a couple times, and you could see its hip kind of give out and almost falls down to the ground. That ends her turn. Shay.
That personally hurt
Okay.
me.
Gonna go over top of Fable, down to where the sorcerer is, and proceed to punch and crunch. If I can get that far, because it's 5, 10, 15, 20,
Probably going
25.
Yeah,
Under Fable,
probably
since
would
I'm
take
still
10
on the
feet
ledge.
to come down, but you're still fine.
Okay. So, 1 is a... Do I get advantage on this because he's restrained?
Yes, he's
Oh,
restrained.
sweet. So first roll is a non-nat 21.
That hits.
I don't know
Not
why I
a
said
natural
non-nat.
21.
Yeah, shut up.
Wow.
Because I did the math in my head.
Those
It was-
natural 21s.
I thought it was 20
Those are my
at
favorite.
first, but then my
They're really
math
rare.
caught up.
Mhm.
I hate you all. Second one is a
20, not a natural
16.
23.
16 plus, yeah, 23.
All right. They both hit.
All right. Oh, jeez. 1 is going to be for 5 damage,
Okay.
and the other one's going to be for 8 damage.
All right, that's enough. So just in the web, you just take your daggers, I presume,
Mhm.
and just he can't move out of the way. Just 2 daggers into him, and he falls down dead.
That
Does that
really
end your turn?
hurt.
Your movement's gone. You still have your bonus.
Yeah, I'm going to sit tight and pretty.
All right. It would be the kobold's turn. He got to cast a whopping 1 spell, so it's Wick's turn. All that's left is the Drake. You'd have to go kind of up over the crumbled wall.
I could try
to
and
get
just
to
bite him.
But
I'll let him go first.
oh yeah, you're both at the same time. Sure.
I'm gonna bite him.
All right. That sounds fair. Silhouette's going to do that distraction thing that she can do, and she's going to yank on its tail and give you advantage on your claw attack. Oh, well, no, your spider.
Mm-hmm.
On your first attack, then.
Okay, so that's a 7 plus 5. That's a 13.
Advantage. That doesn't hit.
That's a 6. So a 13.
Nope. Just his armor's too thick. That expends one of her things.
Do you get multi-attack?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay.
Do I? It says web recharge 5 or 6. Do I roll that, or
Yeah,
is that
you
5
roll
or
a
6
D6
turns?
at the start of your turn.
Oh.
And you can get web back if it's a
That's a
5 or
6.
6.
Okay.
So you'll have it on your next turn.
Okay,
if
that's
you
fine.
want it.
Yeah.
All right, Wick. What would you like to do?
I don't want to kill it.
Spider tried to bite him.
I'll punch it, and I'll be really sad about doing that. 4, 19 plus stuff. So one of them hits, and then 15
What's
plus...
the? Okay.
It was a 19 plus 6,
She's-
and then 15 plus
Leans
6.
over the crumbled wall and starts punching this thing.
Yeah. Okay. Roll for 2 hits.
7 and 10. 17 total.
Wow. That's what I had to subtract last time, and it's still going to give me trouble. Okay, got it. So, crack, crack, twice into this thing. Still up. And it's its turn. It's going to turn toward
I'm
you
sorry.
as you do that. And just try to snap into your leg.
I'm not sorry anymore.
I'm up on the wall.
With a nat 1, it's going to bite into the stone.
Break
Take
it
a
too.
point of damage in its teeth.
And we hear boing as
With
its
its
head.
tail, it will attack Silhouette, who's behind it. And it will miss Silhouette, who's behind it. Okay, Fable, it's your turn. Wasn't a good turn for my Drake. He can't burrow, can he?
I'm Fable.
Only in this world.
Hit. Sorry, I honestly keep forgetting I'm Fable.
Aaron, it's your turn. What do you,
Oh,
you want to
okay.
pull out the Perlider Spider?
Yeah, my axe. Can I just hit it with my bow from up here?
Certainly can.
Okay, that's a 23.
That will hit.
Okay.
If you hit
Sorry, I
for
keep
17 again,
forgetting.
my math will be much easier this time.
Is
I
this
know
a
what that
D10?
means.
Is this a D10?
That's
Yes.
a 10.
Sorry. 1 plus 8 plus 3.
You only roll. You didn't crit, so it's the 1 plus 3.
Sorry. I've been rolling 2d4 the whole time.
Right.
So,
So
I forgot I didn't roll 2 dice this time.
4
It's 4 points of damage.
Okay. Still up.
Hit again with my bow again.
Okay.
Another 23.
That also hits.
Just roll the 1 dice. 5 total.
Okay. So 2 arrows dig down into this thing, kind of where its hip got kicked and knocked out from under it. And you just see him sticking out of its back now, looking pretty hurt.
So I have a bonus action.
Yeah.
You know that pro wrestling move where you jump on something elbow first?
Also, you could do that with your movement.
Okay, I mean I haven't moved. Can I do that?
And yeah, use the jump for your movement and the elbow strike for your unarmed attack.
Yeah.
So
The
roll your
people's
attack.
elbow.
15.
That does hit. Yes.
Good. Okay.
Just hits.
4 points of damage total.
Okay. That would have been a cool finishing move.
That
but
would have been a
still
great finishing move, but it's
barely
okay.
up. So you just jump off and roll an acrobatics check too, just to see how you land.
11.
All right. You don't really take any damage, but you do fall prone after you hit it, just onto the ground.
That's all right.
Silhouette's behind this thing. She's just going to try to kick it to death.
Well, last time she kicked something to death, it was like 30 points of damage.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's probably going to be again.
I love it.
I don't know. I don't have to roll. So with that, she just heel kicks this thing in the back after it turned around from the elbow and tried to snap at Fable, and she just heel kicks it into the head, and it's dead. Okay.
yes,
I loosened it for her.
Yes.
Wick
The
sits down
jaw
and
was
gently
very
pets
loosened.
its head and feels very sad.
Okay. Still.
I'd like to find all the vials of
Very
like
scaly.
enzyme and acid and stuff that they pulled off of the other thing.
And I'm gonna
so
dig for the
it's got a
jewels after
basket
I
on
do
its
that.
back. So I don't even think you have to investigate. I
I
mean,
rolled a
they-
19.
They found the stuff,
Yeah.
and they put it in the basket. And some of the stuff is still kind of covered with acid with your 19, you notice, and you're like, okay, I got to handle some of these things carefully. Who wants to be the volunteer to roll the D100 for this?
I don't care.
It did make me pull out D100s.
Unless you want Amy to roll it.
You go ahead. You already got them out.
91?
Hey!
So they were in that room where the thing digests stuff, like where it goes and hides,
Yeah.
and then it can't digest magical items or gems.
12
It's
greater
about the-
healing potions.
About the only thing that acid
find
doesn't
A
digest.
fully functional cleric.
Yes.
What,
It had
90
that
what?
spell.
91.
91. Has that
a
spell
brush of
preservation.
happy accidents.
You
Starting
find
to call my
a vicious short sword.
Huh.
So a vicious short sword does extra damage on a crit. And it's also, I believe, a +1 magic weapon, but let me look. No, it's not a +1. But when you roll a 20 on an attack roll with the magic weapon, the target takes an extra 7 damage of the weapon's type.
But I can't use those, can I?
Short sword.
Yeah.
Monks can use short swords.
Oh, okay.
In addition, my treasure
Are you
from
still a
that
spider?
room is somewhere
Plus
else.
7 extra damage on a crit.
Yep. Just flat 7. Also in that room, there were... So in this basket, there are 100 gold worth of diamonds. You guys already found the emeralds that was inside that thing.
We should split those up evenly.
Sure.
So,
20 each.
yeah.
Okay? So you each have 1 diamond worth 20 gold.
Plus my diamond charm.
Somebody roll a d12.
I got this one. 10.
You find 10 platinum coins. So everybody
2
has
each?
two platinum.
Yeah.
That was my elbow
The
again.
last thing is a set of dimensional shackles.
Can I? Please.
What are those?
Mine.
We don't know.
Yeah. You'd have to
Intelligence check.
Arcana.
Oh, I'll have to re-roll that then, because that was a 3 for my intelligence.
No, an Arcana intelligence check.
19
3 plus
Arcana
1.
check.
Okay, yeah, well, let's go with that one.
Mine. I want those.
I'll parchment shears stone you for it.
You can use an action to place these shackles on an incapacitated creature. They adjust to fit any creature between small and large. In addition to serving as mundane manacles, I saw mundane manacles open for dimensional shackles at the forum. The shackles prevent a creature bound by them from using any method of extra-dimensional movement, including teleportation or travel to a different plane of existence.
Oof.
They don't prevent the creature from passing through an interdimensional portal, though. You and any creature you designate when you use the shackles can use an action to remove them. Once every 30 days, the bound creature can make a DC 30 athletics check. On a success, that creature breaks free and destroys the shackle.
What if you shackle yourself to another creature with those?
You can use an action to.
Ooh, boy. Well, yeah, you can take it off. I don't think it would hold them, though, in the same way, because they would still have a free hand. So they could still potentially, like...
Sam just fell over backwards in his
Well,
chair.
it doesn't say they can't cast.
Sam was leaning backwards in his chair
But
and he
if they
just
had their
wiped
hand down, they
out.
wouldn't be able to
Or on
do
the
any
floor.
spells that had,
I wiped out very, very
Right.
smoothly.
But if their one hand is bound, they can
Yeah.
still do other spells, but they can't teleport.
Yeah.
This
So,
would be so handy when
that's what
Eric
you
gets
find.
mad at me. Again.
You cannot use those on one of the other monks.
He'll be fine once he's drunk again. We'll just make sure I give him a
And
straw.
still captured within the cuffs.
I'll
or
give him a
whatever.
straw and then he'll be fine again once he's drunk again.
You know, sometimes it's fun to just watch
I don't
the
see any problem at all
problems
with
that
your
you bring down
plan,
on
Wick.
yourself, Wick.
Seems like a good idea.
I know, right?
As a spider still, can I go into the other room and just kind of scope it out from H to T?
Sure.
It doesn't have an H to T. It's not a. It's not a.
T to B.
From
Top
F
to
to
bottom.
C. All right.
That's a...
Or W to W.
Well, what is that? Perception?
Yeah.
Spider.
What do your spider senses tell you?
Wisdom. That's a 10.
Spider senses not so great, but it's enough to see there's an odd-looking, dark-colored stone on a pedestal in the room. There is a
Is that what that circle thing is?
something
Perhaps.
drawn onto the wall behind it, but it's kind of covered in dust.
Does
there
this look-
are a few dead kobolds and gnomes in this room.
Do they have claw marks?
You can see the kobolds have been dragged kind of into a pile, and the gnomes are just scattered about the room.
Does it look like the room that I saw when I went into the gnome's mind?
Yes.
Okay. I go back to the floor, and I turn back into Tobias.
Okay.
So I have the sigil and the runes in my head, right?
Yeah, kinda. They're a little complicated, so you might not be able to reproduce them all, but you've seen them.
Do I see like? Did I see like how they were drawing them before?
You mean like with what tool or?
Where?
Yes. At a couple different points in the room, kind of diagonally out from the stone on the pedestal in like 45, two of them out about 10 feet. Then behind the stone on the wall, diagonally out sort of behind it, and then up the wall about 5 feet, but still at 45s. So at those four different kind of symmetric points.
Okay. I kind of want to draw one at one of the locations.
Okay. Is everybody in the room? I should establish.
Are we trying to summon another Clippy here? What's?
Oh.
Oh, that's terrifying. Yeah, I think we're all in the room with them.
Yeah,
Can
I
we
guess.
do a rest or something? Not that he can get any hit points back, but I could.
You can get key.
Yeah, I can get my key points back.
Yeah, I'm down to like 2 of them.
What are you guys doing?
I don't know. I'm not a leader.
Can we please just rest?
I feel like Tobias is like enthralled with this.
Okay. So you guys can sit down for a rest while Tobias goes and looks around the room if you want.
Yeah, that makes sense because then he can pass relatively unnoticed as a giant spider if there's anything in there, and then he can come back and tell us what's up.
Or summon Cthulhu, one or the other.
One or
yeah,
the
let's
other.
take a short rest.
Okay.
Oh, I had to look up when my pool of healing points replenishes, but I don't know where to look that up.
That would be in the Unearthed Arcana article. I would guess it's a long rest, but I don't know that for
I'm
sure.
just going to assume it's a long rest
If
for
it's
now
short,
since I don't
that
know how
would
to
be
find
helpful. All right. Well, don't roll your stuff yet because Tobias will be sort of in more real time, and you guys are spending like an hour resting, right? So
don't roll yet.
right. So Tobias, what do you do? You're going to go to one of those spots?
Yeah, and the one that I have the strongest memory of, I'll go to
Okay.
that spot.
You remember they did them in an order, so
Then
you
I'll go
could
to the first one.
if you want. You don't know if the order mattered or not, but
Mhm.
they did them in an order, and they started with the one on your right of it on the floor.
Okay. I'll go try and, I don't know, trace out.
Okay. You get down on the ground. There's covered in dust, like old busted stone, and sort of even have to move one of the little gnomes out of the way. He's dead.
And I'll use Druidcraft to push the use wind and push some of the dust away.
Okay, you do. It just blows away and kind of swirls over into the corner of the room, and you see below it a little bit better now. Let me see. There were like gnome and kobold tracks all over in the dust, and you blew some of them away of this kind of ashy stuff. Let me just read this to make sure I'm not missing anything for you. Are you just blowing off the floor or in that one spot, or are you trying to do more?
For now, just the one spot, I think.
Okay. You can also see there are broken tools laying around on the floor. And before you get to that, I'll let you go ahead and roll investigation because you haven't really looked around too much.
7.
All right. That's probably about what you see. Little kobolds behind in the corner of the room, like behind a crumbled wall, the dead kobolds, in a stack, and the gnomes just out on the floor. You blow off the dust, and you find some stains where it was. They look like links of a thick chain, like maybe it rusted all the way away and just left the iron kind of colored outline, and you see them stretch right across that spot in the floor where you had seen one of the sets of glyphs drawn.
Can I follow the chain? Can I keep blowing
Sure.
more and more stuff away?
Yeah, you start blowing more stuff away, following the chain. You follow it up to the pedestal. You see as you get close that this stone is like wedged into this pillar somehow. It's stuck, pretty stuck, even as you start blowing the stuff away. You can see then the chain runs back to the other spot where you saw. Then they run down the back of the pillar and up sort of next to the wall, and then they run like along the wall and sort of back out into the middle of the room. And then there's a big open space where you see sort of they're staggered inside this space, like they weren't laying straight against the ground, or at least not all at the same time or for as long. And then where they touched the wall, you just blew a little bit of the dust away from the wall, and you start to see that there's an image of something drawn onto the wall, and some of the paint's faded, and it's pretty covered in dust too. Okay, you blow that away, and you can just see bits of it because the paint is mottled and chipped and gone. But what you can see, there are tentacles, teeth, horns, scales, flames licking up toward the ceiling, and then links and links and links of chains in this sort of silver dust paint They're the one thing that hasn't really faded. And they're just all over this wall.
Huh. I don't.
Mike's face.
I don't.
Leave it alone, bro.
Don't touch. No touch.
Thou shalt not touch.
I want to touch
I
it.
knew it.
What, the image?
Yeah.
Okay. You touch it. Pull your hand away. It's got little silver speckles on it from the chains.
And is that where the chains end at the?
Those aren't the same. Those aren't the ones that are
Oh,
like the rust stains.
yeah.
This is just part of the image, and there are little places where you can still see them, or still see pieces of the image. But the paint that has lasted the best was sort of this metallic, silvery
Yeah.
paint of the chains. The other chains on the ground look like two of them kind of ran at those same 45s, and then two were less specific in the way that they ran. Roll one more intelligence check.
How smart are you, really?
Not very. 12.
But with the way that they are kind of coming out, you do see one spot where it looks like there might have been like a bolt or something into the ground because there's a bigger stain that might have been holding them. But that's probably about all you can tell.
Okay. I feel. All right, listen. Sam does not want to, but I feel like Tobias would go touch the stone,
Sure.
No.
try and pull it out.
All right. You go up, you put your hands on the stone, make a wisdom saving throw.
Hi, thanks for listening to the Date Night Podcast with me, Amy. If you like the show, we can really use your help to spread the word. Share the show with a friend or a family member who you think might enjoy the story. You can also help by following us on social media like Facebook and Twitter at Date Night Podcast and sharing our posts from there. That's also the best way to follow our giveaways and announcements about the show. Now, back to the action.
You go up, you put your hands on the stone, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Jesus.
I have so 17 plus 3, 20 plus 3, 23.
It's just onyx, smooth, black stone, and it's so in this thing that with the biggest brute force that you can muster, doesn't seem like it's going to budge in the slightest.
So are the chains to hold something there or to keep something from breaking out?
You don't know.
I don't because I'm not looking.
What's Tentacles doing?
I don't
We're
know.
not here, are we?
We're all in the same room.
You're in the room, I assumed, kind of right
He's
next door.
over there
yeah.
looking at that
And you saw
stuff.
him walk over there.
Yeah.
But I'm over here messing with kobold stuff.
I'm still trying to figure out how to broach the subject of whatever thing Shay did. Well, hey, I noticed that. No, I was wondering. No. So when I went, no. So that's what I've been doing this whole time.
And Shay's just kind of staring off at Tobias.
Wick is messing with kobold stuff. Like stuff, not dead kobold
Sure.
bodies, just their stuff.
Tobias, what are you doing?
Exploring?
Well, is it safe in there?
I think so.
I don't love think. Like, is there anything in there?
There's a painting. It's like a museum.
There's a lot of traps set. Maybe you shouldn't be touching things.
Wait, can he talk as a spider?
I'm not a spider anymore.
Oh, okay.
I think it's okay.
Okay,
Do you remember the bees?
Not really. They didn't hurt me. I gave it a good once over.
Okay, maybe just come back and rest now then.
I'll stay in here. Just looking around.
Okay.
I mean, I don't need a long rest that badly, but I'd rather
We're
stay
not getting
with
a
the...
long rest. We're getting
I mean, a
short
short...
rest.
I don't need a short rest that badly, but I'd rather just stay with the majority of my party, so...
Well, I mean, I'm just like 5 feet away. 10, 15 feet away.
Yeah. Is there anything else you want to do?
30-ish.
I'm just kind of kind of walk to each point as I remember them.
Okay. Did you want to
Kinda.
try to draw anything, or because you said
Yeah,
you
I think
started
I'll
to.
go to the first one and draw something. That's what he would do.
All right. What are you drawing? Like with your finger, or?
My tentacle.
This is
Your
how parties
tentacle?
wipe.
Sure. So you just see Tobias kind of duck out of view behind the crumbled wall as he gets down near
What's
the
he
floor.
doing now?
And Tobias,
I don't know.
just,
No
your
touchy,
tentacles
Tobias.
just come out and start swirling around on the ground.
No.
And you're stretching back to like your former self of being able to know something from somebody else's mind and then put it into practice in
Oh,
the world.
no.
Yeah.
So go ahead and make an Arcana check.
18.
All right. You draw it, and you know that it's the glyph. And when it gets down into the floor, you feel it try to draw this energy out of you, the same way that it is like when you spend what you call a key point. You
Mhm.
feel it trying to draw the key out of you. But it's like your key is in the bottom of this cup, and the straw has just got empty air. Like you do not have enough power to activate the spell of the glyph of what you're trying to cast. So you, with an 18, I'd say, think back to those broken connections in your mind and some mage that was maybe eaten by the elder brain at some point, and know, like, this requires a strong casting of, like, a dispel magic to try to break whatever's here. Multiple castings of it.
Okay. I'll just sit there and keep tracing
Okay.
the other ones.
I will say everybody can have a short rest at this point, then. Let me roll for Silhouette, because she needs it too.
Yeah. What the hey?
Guess I'll spend the last time. Okay, so you sit there for a little while. Tobias in the other room. Seems like things are quiet. You do think it's weird, with just the little bit you know about kobolds and what you heard about them, just knowing that none of them really tried to run away, the ones that were defending this room. And those kobolds with the claw marks on them and how tough they were, all that's strange. So I will say that's probably...
Yeah, this whole
Something
thing
you
is
would
very
intuit.
strange.
Is this starting to feel like a bad idea to anybody else?
Kind of. While I was messing with all the stuff along with resting, I was trying to kind of put together some armor to maybe pass as a kobold, at least at a glance. But obviously it would end up failing because I don't look like a kobold because I'm human. But
Okay.
would I use my disguise proficiency thingamajigger?
Yeah, sure. Roll a deception check, or I guess a disguise check. So, probably. I mean, you get your proficiency bonus, but it's probably an intelligence check or a dex check to try to put it together. I'll let you pick.
Look, are we in over our heads? Yes. But
I look like a pretty damn good kobold
Okay.
because that's a 24.
You don't look like a kobold, but the armor makes you, maybe at a glance, if they don't see how big you are, because you're almost twice as big.
I hunch down and everything, so if they see me across the
If
room...
you put your shoes on your knees. And,
Ah.
How do I look, guys?
whoa, there's another kobold in here.
Ah, yeah.
Pull
cool.
out my bow. Wick glares at me. As I was saying, yes, we're in over our heads, but I don't know what else we can do at this point. Like, at this point, it would be absolutely ridiculous to go back since we haven't achieved what we were really supposed to achieve, and we have just suffered a lot, and all that will be for nothing if we go back. And someone's still going to have to come get the guy, so it might as well be us now.
Okay, let's go.
Wixen, who was with me?
Wick's walking.
It'll all be for nothing if we die, too.
You can stay in the back.
You're not wrong.
Wick's about 5 feet away and starting to walk slower, and so like, come
Okay,
on.
you're in the room with Tobias now.
Yes.
Shay, you're
Make a
not going to
perception
die.
check.
Come on.
I'm getting pretty close.
14.
Do you need healing? Because I can heal you.
Yeah, I've needed healing for a while now.
Okay. You see some of the things I described to Bias in terms of the chain stain and the dead kobolds behind a wall.
This is creepy.
Well, I don't have that many points of healing. So.
Is that all like piled up on that one side?
Okay.
Or is it all over the whole space?
What?
All the stuff I'm seeing? Because I see a little circle there on the map.
That circles the stone, but behind the stone on the wall, there's a mural like
And all
20
the
feet across and all the way up to the ceiling.
and all the bodies are like around that stone-ish, or
The
are they spread
gnomes
out
are
all over?
around this chamber. The kobolds are all in a pile.
Okay, I'm gonna skirt a little bit further away.
Okay. You do.
So back in the other room, yeah, I won't let you die, Shay. It'll be fine. I'm saving my healing for if someone goes down, I can make sure that they don't, actually die. It's not a best case scenario, but it'll be fine. Like, might you get horribly injured or maimed? Yes, but I'm not going to let you die.
I have, if I go down or if something happens, I have one healing potion left. It's right here, and Silhouette just shows you where it is.
Yeah, I also won't let Syl die or anyone else here.
That's comforting.
Wait, that's the other character.
Syl,
All right.
Yeah.
stop interrupting.
Okay, I've said like 8 words, but all right.
God, you're smothering.
Can I peek down that hallway?
All
now?
right, so
Not
I'm
going
gonna go
down.
into the other room. Is
Sure.
other
Yeah.
people going with me?
I'm gonna follow.
Anybody goes in, roll a perception check. You already did.
I want to peek down the hallway.
We'll get to that too.
Not nat 20.
All right. That's good.
It's really super creepy in there.
It's 14.
All right. Fable. You notice all the things I explained to Tobias and Shay. You do too. Especially now that he's blown some of the stuff off. Fable, you notice there's a hole in the floor near the pile of dead kobolds. They almost were blocking it from view. And the rope ladder goes down the hole.
Hey, anyone want to check out this hole in the floor?
Sure.
What?
Big hole in the floor.
And you're peeking at the hallway on the other side. You see it goes for about 15 feet, dips down. It's old construction like this chamber, and it's stairs. But it goes 15 feet, and then it takes a 90-degree angle toward the right.
Does it look like dusty
Mm-hmm.
and not like disturbed recently?
Make a survival check for that.
I had rolled a perception check for when you made me look. Can I use that for that?
Sure.
Okay. Survival?
Mm-hmm.
22.
There are gnome tracks that lead down into that hallway and out. But there are no kobold tracks.
I tell them.
I feel like we should go down this ladder.
I
I
peek
also
down the
feel like
ladder.
that's a bad idea. Oh yeah, Tobias, you go first.
Perception.
Well, we know the gnomes didn't take Fennec.
Yeah, you can't see too much down the ladder because, I mean, you're looking straight down.
Mhm.
You can see a floor. It goes down probably 25 feet.
Okay, I'll go down.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything.
Okay,
I follow.
So
Yeah,
I'll
I
roll
guess
another
we're all going.
perception check.
sure.
16.
Yeah, you look around. This is a big room.
I have
This time.
120 dark vision.
You could probably see most of it then. Probably all of it. Like the room above, it has half walls. So you think this was a series of other chambers? It's hard to tell what at this point, but some were small, some were larger. Looks like it could have been the layout of some sort of living space or...
A bitchin' paintball arena.
Yeah, it would be. But you come down all the way in the corner of this room. So you've got a wall kind of behind you, to your right. And you can see 2 statues near the middle of the room where it looks like a main hallway used to be.
Okay.
And I guess because you have the dark vision, you can see that they're kind of maybe clay type stuff. They're not perfect in how they're put together. And they look like elves with tridents. Then straight to
Pitchfork.
your left,
I'm disinclined to punch it now. I
you
just don't
can
wanna punch it.
see about 20 feet away, where that main hallway seemed to used to cut through this room, an exit for this room, and you think it's the only one in here.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Dark Vision on myself.
Okay.
It's safe to come down. Gonna
I'm
go
behind him.
just look at the statues a little bit more.
All right, they are.
Yeah, I thought I already
pretty
followed,
far
so.
in there. So how close are you getting? They're about 50 feet away.
I think
I'm
I'll
just
walk up
inclined
to
to
them.
say this, but yes, me too. Melee range.
Yeah, I'll get within 5 feet of them. Look up.
Okay. They are
Tap, tap.
not crumbled, and they look like they're made out of something softer than the surrounding area.
Haha, guys, look at this! I do like a funny pose with one of them.
Okay.
Are they like life-sized or big-sized?
Slightly oversized for elves, 6-7 feet tall.
So are they at the very edge of the room, or is there like more of a corridor past
So
them?
there's like the hall you went through here with those crumbled
Mhm.
walls on either side. They stand at the end of that.
Okay.
At the entrance to what looks like a 15 by 15 foot room. And you
Oh.
can kind of see behind them, it looks like there's a big stone like throne almost, or an altar. It's hard to really tell.
I'll go in there.
Okay. As you go to step through the door, the statues reach up.
Cast Thunderwave.
Okay. Let's roll.
Oh, okay.
Initiative.
No, friends! Sam loves forgetting he has friends. My initiative rolls have been pretty bad today.
Don't fall again. 4 on the floor. I don't think Mike likes you right now.
It hurts.
Why?
Because you make us go into fights and almost try to summon Eldritch, whatever the heck you're trying to do.
And he's got 14 health.
Yeah. Better than the 2 I had.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you both
So-
by the way, for those healing potions.
Tobias, that's the first like connection that he's felt with anything.
His evil past self. Why would I have a problem with that?
No,
It's
it's
not
not
ideal.
that. It's not. I mean, yeah, it's not great, but it's not necessarily that. But it's
Well, it's just the Illithid culture.
yeah, it is. It's his
Yeah.
connection with like
They're,
they're seeking out that like connection, and now that he's had it, he's
they're
very
seeking out that
curious.
connection with people's brains.
Right. I'm not saying it's great.
Shall
I'm
we?
not good. Tobias is not a good person.
14.
He's a neutral person.
Shay,
21.
Oh,
Tobias,
I think it was 9.
Fable.
7.
Oh boy. Shay, you're up. You watch Tobias walk through these two things, just like, oh, they're going this room. And as soon as his foot touches the floor on the other side of the room, the two things turn to the side, pick up these tridents, start to stab.
How far away is he from me?
You guys were
I just
out
got down to the
looking
bottom
at
of the rope ladder.
statues, so I mean the rope ladder was 50 feet away from here, but everybody was saying that they were looking at the statues, so I assume if people are down here, so 20,
Can
30
I
feet
be
away.
20 feet behind the rest of my party because I'm terrified?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I'll run up. When you say he's gone past, is like, so you've got the two statues. Is he directly in the middle of the two of them?
He's maybe half a step past the middle of the two of them.
Okay. If
If
I
that.
were to have a successful strength roll, would
Mhm.
I be able to pull him back?
I mean, he's not that big.
Okay, I'm going to try to do that. I'm trying to run up to him, grab him by the shirt collar, rip him back, and then use the rest of my movement to back up again.
Sure. Make an athletics check versus either your athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, versus my 6. No, 15.
Yeah, it's a 10.
You have a second attack. You could try again.
I said come here. Oh, 18.
Do I roll again?
Yeah.
Mhm.
2 plus 6, 8.
You grab him.
Okay.
You can move half your speed.
I'm going to try to move half my speed back, so I had 20 feet left, so I can make it 10 feet
Whoa.
back.
Okay. All right. As you do, the two things try to strike reactionary at Tobias. Not so good. Well, one is a 14. Does that hit?
So I have that shield, right? I had that shield.
Yeah.
So no.
Okay. It actually, the trident sticks into that shield for a second, and they pull it back. But the second you go out of the room, they freeze back in the position like they were stabbing, and you watched almost imperceptibly slowly. They're moving back to the pose that they had before you entered.
So I've got my arms around you going, be careful.
Oh, thank you, young one.
Then I'll let him go.
Okay.
And I give them a little pat on the head with a tentacle.
Shay?
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. What are you
Gently
doing?
pat it on the arm.
So
saying,
just
The
Hi?
statue?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't mean any harm. Doesn't
Can
do
I look for
anything.
like a
It's a
trigger plate
statue.
or something? Like a trap?
Sure. Make an investigation.
I like how you say it's a statue, as if it didn't just come to life and try to kill one of our companions.
Right now it's a statue.
Investigation. It's 11. I don't see any trigger plates or anything.
I like tap it on the shoulder again and say, "Have you
It's kind of soft for a statue. It's like
Tobias,
clay.
what did you do?
have you seen a general type
just
dude
walked in
being
there.
dragged by kobolds?"
It's a statue.
Wake, that one's a statue.
I keep.
I want to try the other one.
Can I take a rock or something and throw it? Can I take a rock and throw it across the threshold?
Sure.
Continuing to tap it.
Scatters across the floor. They don't
Skip.
move.
Huh. I think it's magical, or these are magical, or
What was your first clue?
Here,
It might
and
have
I
just
tie a
been a
rope around
trap,
my
I
waist,
don't know.
and I put my hand on the doorway.
It would've
so
been a
I'm not
magical trap.
stepping, and I give you guys
all
the
traps
rope,
are magical.
and I poke my head in while watching the statues.
Pull.
Who's got the rope? Who did you give it to?
Vague, you guys.
All three of us.
Who has the rope? Who wants to make
Tobias.
this check?
I'll make the check. I'm strong.
Make an initiative check.
There's no way it was one of us because the two of us were arguing over whether the trap was magical or
11.
not.
Okay. On your way out, as you're getting pulled back, the trident strikes into you for 4 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Oh, I could take 4 points of piercing damage.
Shay will look at Wick. What did I just say?
I'm just testing. I gave you a rope, didn't I? Well, I gave
Why?
him the rope.
What was the purpose of the rope?
I want to turn
To
into a
help
blink
pull me
dog.
out. You only have 2 per day.
No, I've got
Short
2 for
rest.
short rest.
Oh, it's been a long time since I played my
Can you
druid.
turn into something
Is
magical?
that in your challenge rating?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I want to teleport
Sure. Where?
into the room, past them.
Okay. Any particular place?
Just
15-foot room. It has the only thing that it seems to have visible, other than crumbled dust and walls and maybe busted section of pillars that maybe make it a little unsafe, but it still seems sturdy.
It's not up to OSHA standards, I'll tell you that.
just
And
to
that
the altar,
or throne.
the throne,
So near it or on it. It's only 15 feet, so
right in front of it.
you're in the room.
Or can I look around?
If I was level 6, I could do this too.
Poke, poke. Are they still not moving again?
Not very good as a dog.
As I
No, that's not gonna. I rolled a
Dusty.
4.
Very dusty.
Can I turn back into Tobias and look around?
Yeah.
You're blowing your own.
When you do it as a dog, you're just like, achoo, achoo.
14.
I do my own sound
Um,
effects.
Yeah. Now that you're closer, you see this looks like it was more of an altar than a throne. Like it has the 2 side parts to it, but they're
Mhm.
not armrests, and it's a little bit too wide, unless it was maybe for like a giant. But there's no back.
It wouldn't be
um,
a comfy chair.
So it looks like this was maybe an altar of some kind.
because that's safe.
But that's about it.
Anything else in the room?
Doesn't seem to be.
Can I draw the sigil on it?
On what?
On the altar?
Because he hates us, that's why.
Yep.
I do that.
Your boundless curiosity is one of your best traits.
It's also how the world's going to end.
For
But still,
probably,
that's
yeah.
traits.
Instead of the feel of like not having the energy to do what it is you need to do, you feel like there's no target.
Okay. I'll leave some alcohol on the altar.
Okay.
You don't even know what the altar is to.
It's underground.
These
Should be
squishy
good.
Statue things out here. Poke, 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 poke. You stabbed me.
Okay. There's a bottle of alcohol on the statue or the
So we can't go through
Altar
this
now.
room, basically.
But there's no
I mean,
other
we
like
could,
exits
but-
in here.
no.
Just an altar.
Well, I mean, there's exits in the sense of you came through the doorway between the two
Mm-hmm.
thingamabobs. There's a crumbled wall that you could slip through on the other side.
Can I
that
look
you can
through?
see probably with that perception.
Yeah. Can I look through there? See what's on
Yeah.
the other side?
It's back into where you came down from like the rope ladder into the big chamber with all the busted walls in it.
So it's just another entrance into that chamber.
Not a purposeful one, but like a crumbled wall that has created an entrance into this chamber.
Got it. I'll go through that
Okay.
and then go back into the main chamber.
Okay, guys, you guys are there looking at the statues. Tobias shows up behind you.
Nothing was in there.
No! How'd you get out?
There's a crumbled wall.
Oh.
So there's nothing else down here, basically.
There's another. There is another exit out of this giant room that you came into with the ladder. That isn't part of this whole crumbled area. That
Yeah,
was
we
what you
should-
saw on
we
your
should-
left.
Let's go look
In
through
that
should
hall
that.
check that
where
out.
you guys all are now, what used to be a hall, straight behind you, from where the statues were, 25 feet away or so, is an exit to the room into a long hallway.
Oh, let's go look through there.
Okay,
Cool.
Okay.
you go in there. What order are you going in?
I'll go first.
Second. Hunched.
Oh, because you're still trying to look at kobold.
Wink, wink.
I don't like that he's taking down the initiative.
Well, I'm putting you guys in what order you're walking in. What order? Tobias, Wick, then what?
I'll go in the middle.
All right. Syl, Fable.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You see 20 feet away. Those of you, first of all, those of you with dark vision can. Do we have a torch lit?
Still had it last we knew.
I think everyone has the magic that lets them see on except for Syl.
Okay. So do you guys want to proceed with the torch lit or extinguished?
I think extinguished.
All right. So she's in the middle, so she'll just kind of grab onto Shay's belt or something.
Okay, I'm sorry, Syl, but I don't have a lot of key left.
It's okay. It's okay. Fable's behind me.
Ow, that's my tail!
Doesn't it reset on a short rest?
Yes.
Okay, you used them all up.
And then we had a short. I didn't have any left. We had a short rest, and then I just cast it on myself when we got to the bottom of the rope ladder.
Okay.
Everybody except Syl can see 20 feet ahead. There's two exits on either side of the hallway. Looks like openings. Straight ahead, another 20 feet from that, Tobias can see another exit to the right of the hall. And then 5 or 10 feet after that, stairs go up. And then it hangs a left.
So, can I assume that that is the staircase that goes into the...
Roll a survival check.
Oh, that was good. I think. I'm good at that. Hold on. 8. 8 plus 7. 13? 15?
Yeah, you're pretty sure that leads to the stairway that Wick was looking at from the room above.
Okay, so there's 3 doors. There's 3
Yes,
exits.
there's no door on them.
Right, there's
but
3
there are
exits.
3 openings.
All right, let's at the first one, let's peek through.
All right, there's at the first one, there's 2 directly across from each other.
Look at the right.
Okay. So there's mostly rubble around this room.
Rubble.
In a quick glance, you can see some junk, broken picks, tool handles. The roll a perception check, I guess, for anything else.
24.
Damn. All right. In the corner of the room, there's a busted out area of floor. And you can see a piece of rope tied to one of the big crumbled pieces of rock,
Mm-hmm.
unexpertly, leading down into that hole. With a 24, you can also see there's some sections of the ceiling busted out in here. That might be what some of that crumbled stuff on the ground is. And you thought you heard something skittering around. Not exactly sure where. You didn't see it, but you heard it.
I let everyone know. I cast message that
Okay.
there's something skittering around, but also there's a hole that goes down
Mhm.
with a rope on it.
Oh, great. Further down.
So, do you want to go in here then?
Sure.
Okay.
Can we check the other rooms out first up here? Just so we know there's
probably a
nothing
good
coming
idea.
up behind us.
Yes.
Okay, you look across the hallway. While he's doing that, you just glance in that other room.
Sure.
It's pretty small. It's like 10 by 15. It has some heavy dust, and there are drag marks leading into it. And you can see in the corner of the room more gnome bodies.
Well, that looks promising.
Kind of grim.
I now want to have the sudden urge to dig through those
You
bodies.
roll a perception check.
Don't say dig through those ones.
to like investigate.
17.
They are slammed, like almost into pulp in sections. Like they're not stabbed with kobold spears or anything like that, or the little rocks that kobolds have been throwing out of their slings.
Guys, something big killed them. Something real big killed them.
Loot the bodies.
Something heavy, like rocks or something like that.
I want to loot the bodies for some strange reason.
They're less bodies and more a giant amalgamation of gore.
You can go in and look.
Vaguely gnome shaped.
What is wrong with
I
you?
don't know. 12.
Look like they kind of been picked clean of anything
Okay.
usul.
I don't know why. I was
Okay,
thinking
so
there was something buried.
Okay, so
in them.
something big killed them.
I'm going to look down that hole.
We haven't found anything
Sure.
big yet. What big lives down with gnomes? Or with kobolds?
You look down, kind of shady looking rope
Do I
ladder.
look like a kobold expert? I don't
Not
know.
much different than the one you guys came down before, but not in as good a shape or not as sturdy
Hey,
as
let's
the
go
one you
get the
guys
other
came
ladder.
down before.
Because there's a stairwell right there. Didn't she say that goes back up there?
Mm-hmm.
So I run up the stairwell to get the ladder.
Sure.
Untie it, drop it down, run back down the stairs, get it.
Okay, well, when you go back down the stairs, you haven't looked there yet.
I
so,
Thought I
um,
ran up the stairs.
You just ran
You
up the
just
stairs.
ran up the stairs. That was the first time we've gone up it.
You see that there's a big pile of rubble
Rubble, rubble.
blocking the stairs heading up.
Oh, completely?
Well, you could get over. You'd have to sort of squeeze to get through.
Don't squeeze.
And you can also roll a perception check.
18.
You see one little gnome hand sticking out from the rubble.
Living?
Who
Was it?
knows?
Is it going like?
It's not moving.
Can I move a Does it look like the rubble is coming in from the side?
No. Looks like it fell down from the ceiling.
Oh, so that's sticking out from under the pile of rubble?
The hand is under the rubble.
Like,
Sticking
So
up
what's under the
through.
rubble?
A
Well,
gnome
the stairs, and then at least a single gnome. It looks like the ceiling caved in on top of.
can I try and move a rock so I can squeeze through a little bit more easily?
Why?
Make an
For what?
athletics
Like,
check.
what are you gaining
So
from
I
this?
can get up the stairs and get the rope ladder and not have to jump down.
We don't need the rope ladder. There's a rope ladder down there.
Which isn't very good.
It'll be fine. Fable's
strength?
motto
You
is
just make an
it'll
athletics
it'll be
It'll
fine.
9.
The
You can't really
incurable
move it out of the
optimist.
way, but as you get up there to try to move it, you sort of start squeezing through. It looks like you could make it. You
Okay.
see on the other side, the rubble kind of goes away and the stairs go up, and they hang left.
Okay.
I wish I had known that was the last time I was going to see Wick.
So you scoot up, you get back to that room with the big stone in it.
Uh-huh.
You head through there, past the fallen walls, past the pile of dead kobolds, find the other rope ladder, unsecure it,
Drop it down.
bring it back.
I'm coming back!
Okay. Wick screams in your hallway that she's coming back.
And come back down.
Okay.
Squiggle through the hole.
All right. You do?
You've got a little smirk on your face.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm terrified.
Good.
Something bad's going to happen.
I've been trying to terrify
I've
you
been
today.
terrified since 2 hit points.
Okay, hook up the other rope ladder and quietly let it down since it's less shady than the other one.
tunnels down.
I go down.
Okay.
I'm
Climb
next.
down the rope ladder.
What do I see?
You get to the bottom. There's a spiraling, narrow dugout sort of ramp that you can't see very far down because of the way it starts to curve away. And it's got like claw marks, pick marks. Looks like this might be kobold tunnels now. Like, so you've been through gnome tunnels, then
Now
the
we're at the
natural
kobold.
caves, then the old construction. Now you're in a fourth sort of kind of construction, and this is kobold construction.
It seems safe.
I'm right
Who was
behind
going
him.
next? Okay. As you get onto the ladder, oil pours down on everybody upstairs from these little tiny holes in the ceiling
Oil?
and onto the rope ladder. You feel it drip onto your hands. You look up and you see just this spray of oil. What do you do?
Get down, get down, get down, get down.
Go ahead, make an athletics check to climb faster.
11, 10.
Yeah. You're still, unless you want to let go and fall, you're
How
still
far
on
down?
the ladder. You are about 20 feet up right now.
Skitter down another 10 feet, then drop.
Okay, make an acrobatics check for that.
Not nat 20.
All right, you do land on your feet. The two of you up top just hear this skittering sound, and then what are you doing in your one sort of turn well?
I'm going
Which
to
doing
jump
that?
down the hole.
Just going to jump?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll jump, but I'll use slow fall.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
same here.
All right.
I mean, that's a key point, right?
I think
No, it's just a reaction.
Really?
only...
Yep.
So we'll sort of jump in the order that we are here, I guess.
Okay.
And so with that, as you guys are falling down the hole, this spray of fire just erupts from above, engulfing the rope ladder and Fable, who's in the back, with this blast of flame.
Well, I am resistant to fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
But you're also kind of falling slow, so I don't think you'll get much of a save on it, but you will take half damage. So 8, you'll take 4 points of fire damage.
Okay. Did we ever get a short rest?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Is it too late for me to roll my hit dice?
No, go ahead.
Okay. I'll do those 4 points and then I'll add back whatever I get.
Okay. Other than that, with the slow fall, you guys land. Look back up. The fire still kind of burning on the rope, but mostly gone. You can't really see anything up top. It's just smoke and maybe a couple of really small holes, but they're only like maybe this big around in the ceiling.
Fucking kobolds.
Mm-hmm.
At the bottom of the ladder, 3 kobolds pop out with slings, getting ready to try to sling something around. They're about 15 feet away where they can just see you from the curve. So we're just going to make a quick, I'm not going to do a full combat, but we're going to make a quick initiative check to see who's going to go first in this little skirmish here. Okay? So everybody roll initiative. How many of you are over 12? All right, anybody over 12 is going to get to act right when they see these little guys pop around the corner. So go in whatever order you'd like.
21.
I'm gonna,
Run and punch.
yeah, punch.
Punch,
All right.
punch, punch.
You guys just run up and punch,
Yes.
roll your attacks.
Sure.
10 plus 6, 16.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those are not good.
AC's
one.
here at 12, so
Oh, that might be.
tell
good
me
enough.
how many you have that beat 12.
Narratively, it makes sense that I only got a 9 because I did just catch on fire briefly.
Yeah, and you're in the back.
Yeah.
I got one that beats a 12.
Okay.
That meets 12.
I have one that attacks.
All right, so you
I
have
hit-
3 that hit?
Yes.
Fair enough. You two, the regular kobolds, just with your trident or pitchfork, Toby, just stab one into the wall. Shay comes up, roundhouse kicks one of them, falls down dead. The one who had a little cage and was trying to release like an animal real quick is like, Wick comes up and just punches him to death. And their little trap did not get sprung on the other side here. They died.
You said there's an animal in there.
Yes, it's a skunk.
I cast Speak with Animals.
It's a what?
A skunk?
Skunk.
Skunk.
Hello, skunk friend.
Hello.
It's a skunk accent.
Your stripes look very nice today.
He's Pepe Le Pew.
So do your tentacles?
Thank you. Hey, we're looking for this guy. He's like a general guy. Have you seen him come through here?
I have seen some general people.
Some people, then?
Some people in general.
Well, are they cobalt people? Your cobalt oppressors, or
What? The lizard people? I have seen many lizard people.
how about people? Not like me, more like
Yes, there are some around.
well, other than them.
There are a lot of them around.
Right
Kind of
now,
moves around. Everybody outside the cage. Can I get out of here?
if you want to help us,
Yeah. How can I help?
have you been through these caves at all?
I'm not from around here.
All right,
I live outside.
I'll take you outside, but you have to promise not to spray. Me, at least, or any of these people around here.
Oh, okay.
But if I tell you to spray, you need to spray, okay? All right.
Okay.
All right. Here, I'm opening up your cage.
Okay.
And I hold out my hand for him to...
Roll animal handling check at advantage.
Those are not the
15.
best. Okay.
He bolts.
Hey!
In the cage.
I was nice to you.
Tries
He's
to
not.
run by.
No, sorry, I'm not involved in this conversation.
Oh, he
Why is
was...
Tobias just squeaking over
And you hear him just say, "Nothing personal," and he goes running.
Okay, thank you. Well, that was nice.
Cool interaction.
Let's continue.
Okay. Let me get my map back out. What are you guys doing? You're going down further?
We're gonna go down.
All right. Path spirals.
Um,
Feels like a long 360.
when we
and
get
it's
done
tight
here,
for
how are we
Tobias.
getting back out?
Up?
How do
Parkour.
we go back up?
We'll figure it out.
We'll get there.
Kind of burn
Eh,
both
it'll
rope
be fine.
ladders.
I've got some key points to spend.
Okay.
Okay, well, no, it's fine because
We could
I'm
probably
pretty sure
climb up
between
that
the
pit.
four of us,
I don't know.
we can just throw Syl up there. Like I feel like we can throw her hard enough to get her up there, and then she can like find
I'm sure you
the
could,
bad
Fable.
ladder
You're
or
really
something.
strong.
Yeah.
I can turn into a spider sometimes when I
That's
spend
true.
my
Oh,
key
actually,
give him
points.
the
that
rope.
would be more
Okay.
helpful than throwing Syl, I guess.
And I still have part of a
That's
We
fun.
have
potion.
to see the big spider.
How
again.
old is Syl?
I think we established she's like 12.
Okay. I was thinking about it, and violently killing every creature that crosses her path is actually kind of in character for a 12-year-old girl, so.
Well, we let that skunk go. All right.
I was horrified for a minute, but, like, have you met an 8th grade girl?
I remember 8th grade.
Mm.
All right. So you guys continuing
Sure.
down the spiral.
Mm-hmm.
You get a pretty good ways down, and the main path continues left, and there's a real small side path to the right.
I want to peek down that side path.
Okay. In about 20 feet, it curves up to the left, real steep.
Maybe
Ooh.
that's a way back up.
Yeah.
I want to peek up that, go to that slope and look up if I can.
Stealthily.
See. Yes.
Roll a stealth check.
17 plus 5.
Sure. You go up around and you see it goes real steep, and then it's a super sharp left.
Do I hear anything?
Roll a perception check.
11.
No.
You guys are too loud.
Quiet tunnel.
Okay. I'll go back down.
Let's go down the
Okay.
path.
You continue down the main path, and it starts to open up just a little bit. It's not quite as uncomfortable anymore. And then 10 feet away, it opens up big into
Ooh.
another natural cavern. And you see like a rope bridge
Oh.
going across. With your dark vision, easy enough to see the rope bridge is about 45 feet across.
What's below?
What's below?
You're going to get close enough to look down. You have to get closer to the chamber.
Be
Are
careful.
you doing this stealthily?
Remember,
If
kobolds,
you are,
traps.
roll
It's
stealth
okay.
check.
I'm a monk. I'm good at stealth.
I don't think you are.
8.
Oh gosh.
That's your stealth?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. The 2 kobolds on the bridge
Oh.
turn around. They were kind of walking in that direction. Take their slings. Try to take a pot shot at you as you're
Uh-oh.
walking that way.
I use deflect missiles and hold up my shield.
What's your AC?
15?
You deflect both stones off your shield.
I did
Actually,
it!
one hits the shield, the other one just misses.
I did it.
But the 2 kobolds on the bridge, and they start like they're going to reload stones into the slings.
Run out. I want to throw a dart
Okay? From where?
I'll run up to Squiddles.
Okay, so near like the edge of the rope bridge.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. What's your minimum range?
Oh, I didn't look that up. Hang on.
You might be at disadvantage. They're like 25 feet out. And again, they might be at disadvantage too.
Mm-hmm.
No, they have 30 feet.
2060. Yeah, so I'm going to be at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
First one's 8 plus 7.
That hits.
Okay. For 5 damage.
Falls down through some of the slats in the bridge.
Second one at the other one. The low one's a 17 plus things.
Hits.
For another 5 damage.
Both darts just sing past the side of your head,
Oh.
Toby, and then dig into the 2 kobolds, and you watch them just tumble down, and you hear like as they hit the ground.
Thank you. What's down there?
Yeah, now that you're near the edge, you can see that there are some people huddled in cages down
Ooh.
there. They don't,
Like under the rope bridge?
yeah, kind of under it and adjacent
But,
to
like,
under it.
Down?
Yeah, it's like this maze of cages, some that are interconnected with each other.
This isn't good.
Also, you can see a couple of kobolds all the way at the other end of the bridge. Just 2. And then to the left, like to the right, is the just cages underneath, because it's only maybe 5 or 10 feet of the cavern on that side of the bridge. And that whole side is cages. The other side is a pretty open cavern, and it looks like it has like a camp. Like this is the kobold's main living area. You see nasty bedrolls and junk, just piles and piles of junk. And a few kobolds wandering around, maybe crafting and stuff.
Does anybody have a
down there
grenade?
below.
No, not
No.
today. How far down is it?
It is about 40 feet down.
Ropes. We have ropes.
I
Do we see a path on the other side
Yes, there's a path on the other side of the bridge.
to go down?
Mm-hmm.
Cross the bridge, go down.
well, there's 2
There's
kobolds
2
there.
kobolds on the other side of the bridge.
Cross the bridge, punch the 2 kobolds, and go down.
Good plan.
Did they see
Could we
us?
do a ranged
I haven't
attack? Like,
seen
could
you.
I snipe them with my bow and then
Yeah.
Yeah, you could try.
like now?
Go for it.
Sure.
If you're moving up, though, roll a stealth check, because I only rolled... I should roll for you. I rolled for you. But Fable, make one, too.
22.
Okay.
Just
I'll-
don't botch it, because they botch their perception check.
22.
Stealth, you said?
Yeah.
9.
Okay. They don't see you.
Okay, and then for my attack, that is a 25.
That hits.
And my bow does a d8 of damage.
Roll higher than 2.
That's an 8.
And that kills one of them.
Okay, so no pressure. And then second hit is a 23
That also hits.
for 5 total damage.
Yep, that's just enough. 2 of them drop onto
Good.
the ground.
Guys,
job,
did you see
baby.
that? I did it!
You did so
I
good.
got him!
Nightflower's gonna be so proud of our ability to kill from the shadows.
Please don't, please.
All right,
It's a good
let's
I'm
thought.
go.
morally conflicted. Let's go down.
It's a compliment.
Dun.
They're not people.
Going around and down.
Stop bombing.
So you guys are going across the bridge next?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. What's the order
Can I-
for
can I-
that?
can
Are we
I-
sticking?
First
Look
or
for
second?
traps across on our way across.
Sure. I'll say even with your passive perception, as you get to the edge of the bridge, you can see that there's some sort of block and tackle stuff like hung up around the bridge. You could roll an intelligence check.
11 plus 2.
Oh,
13.
that's not good. I did a 6.
13.
17.
Okay. You think that these are some way that people on either side of the bridge can influence how the bridge moves or where it goes, and maybe even could pull the bridge all the way up to the ceiling.
Oh, cool.
But there's no kobolds left on either side of the
You don't
bridge.
see anybody manning it now.
I think we're okay.
Let's
Stop
keep going.
humming, damn it.
Buy it.
Sorry.
All right, so
I've
you
got a song in my head.
Scooby-Doo
And in
across
my
the
heart.
bridge. You make it to the end. Another hallway. In 20 feet, it curves away to the left, and you can see it goes almost back up and to the right. There's another sort of junction.
That's how we get out.
Or that's how we find the boss.
You guys want to go down and I'll stay here just in case and I'll listen at the tunnel? You guys can check down to see who's in the cages.
From our elevated position, do we see any more kobolds down in the camp?
Oh yeah, there are some down in the camp.
Can I
when
tell
you walk on
approximately
the
how
bridge.
many?
It's maybe a couple dozen walking around down there. They don't look like they're armored and stuff though.
Couple dozen kobolds down on the hole.
Mm-hmm.
That's
They
a
look
bunch.
like they're in there working.
Wait, do you have
Or sleeping.
anything that would be like a Molotov cocktail we could throw on them?
That, again, seems morally questionable.
They're kobolds.
Yeah, but there's so many of them. We don't
And
need
how
to
many-
get rid of all of
How
them.
many actual people do you think they've killed?
I mean, but
Many.
there's so many of them, Shay.
Right, that's why I'm trying to get a lot of them at the same time.
Oh my.
Thanks for sharing our date night with us and exploring a whole new world together. We'll see you again next week. Until then, keep in touch by following us on Twitter at Date Night Podcast or visiting datenightpodcast.com.